RoosterTV, and today we're joined by the captain of the football club, Alex Spina. Alex, thanks for joining us.
Pleasure to be here, Darryl.
Great to hear you sounding a lot better than last time we interviewed you on RoosterTV, mate. I think it's you copped a fair karate chop to the throat and was really struggling, but it's good to have you very, very healthy for this edition of RoosterTV.
Well, yeah, relatively healthy, I suppose. But yeah, I do remember that last year we were playing Glenelg out here, and in the first 5 minutes, a good mate of mine, Corey Gregson, just went straight through me, and I think I'm actually still recovering from it, to be honest. But yeah, sound a lot better than last time, that's for sure.
And while we're talking about your health, mate, obviously you've missed the last couple of games with a slight hamstring strain. How are you progressing, and what are your chances for this week?
Yeah, feeling really good. It was my first ever hamstring strain, I suppose. So at the time, I wasn't really sure if I was cramping or if it was something more. It was a bit sore for the first couple of days, but since then, gone through the rehab, progressed really well. We ticked off a big session on the weekend, so touch wood, if we get through training this week, should hopefully be no worries for this weekend's game.
And on to the game that yesterday down at Noarlunga. Obviously the Panthers were just too good for too long in the last minor round game down there. Yeah, we played some reasonable football in the first half, but they probably just played to their structures better than us and controlled the majority of the second half.
Yeah, I thought there were glimpses in the first half of the footy that we can play, probably albeit not to our best, but a bit disappointing in the second half to drop away. It is always tough to go down to Noarlunga and play there. They play that oval really well, and they're in really good form as well. So we know they're going to be around the mark this year, so we've got to learn from it with review tonight and turn our attention to a massive game on Sunday.
And just a couple of players we'll speak about from the game. I think Cameron Hewitt, he's been back for a couple of games now and just showed what he's capable of, and looking like he's tracking well for finals.
Yeah, I was really disappointed to lose him, I guess, early in the year. He's a kind of guy, when you're out in the field, you really love having him in your team. Does all the dirty stuff along with Kumi and Moore and a couple others in there. So yeah, I think he's just starting to find his groove a bit, and he'll be massive for us in the next few weeks.
And probably the guy that's stood out probably over the last 6 weeks now, his form's been amazing, and Campbell Coombe and another 30 touches, 10 tackles, 12 clearances, it's just been amazing what he's been able to produce week in, week out around the ball. Yeah,
he's a bit of a pig, Kumi. He just really loves it in there, and I think I've always known what he can do. Grew up playing a bit of junior footy with him here at North, and when he decided to come back from Crystal Brook last year, I think all the boys were really happy to have him back, and he's shown this year what he can do, and there's no reason why he probably wouldn't be up there come the Gary Medal night.
And obviously there's two Coombs, which we're grateful for, and his brother Will just complements, I guess, the way that those other two play inside. His outside ball and his ball use is very, very good, and probably the one guy you'd put your house on as if he was lining up for goal.
Definitely. To come, I guess Kumi probably took a year to get back into the groove of SANFL. We know his back end of the year last year was really good. That's Campbell, sorry. But Will, I feel like he's just slotted in so well this year across half forward. Lots of composure, very silky with the ball. To do what he's done as well has been amazing to see as well. So he's another guy we're looking forward to getting out there in Adelaide Oval with his skill and poise as well.
And the reserves had another impressive win. Their back end of the season has been very, very good. 6 wins out of the last 7 games, and they hit the finals with a lot of confidence.
Yeah, I think their last probably half of the year's been fantastic. They've got a great coach there with Darren Reeves. But the young guys, it's been really good to see the progress that they've made this year. And we've got lots of guys probably pushing for league selection as well. And if they don't get the opportunity this year, there's going to be plenty of opportunities in the next few years as well. So we've got a few exciting young guys that will be coming through that I'm sure North fans will be stoked to see in the next couple of years.
And along with yourself, mate, we did have a few other guys miss the game on the weekend. Just an update on those and where they're tracking for this week. We've got Andrew Moore, Tanner Smith and Tom Swartz in particular, the 3 that are looking likely, and obviously Billy Hartung with his slight ankle strain.
Well, I had a good view of Andrew Moore and Tom Schwartz on the weekend doing rehab running from about 100 metres behind them because they are flying. So as I said before, touch wood, everything goes to plan this week. They should definitely suit up on Sunday as well. Tanner Smith looked really good as well, so if he gets through the week, he'll probably come up. Billy might be another week or two. Hopefully we can go straight through the grand final, but probably around prelim, maybe grand final week for Billy. So got a few guys to come in, which is really good to have.
And just one from the weekend, Jared Allman, he was probably best on ground halfway through the second quarter for us, and just had a bit of an ankle issue where he got landed on, but from all reports he'll be fine for this week.
Yeah, Nutsy, he's the type of guy that just week in, week out, you just know exactly what you're going to get from him. So, yeah, I think he just slightly tweaked his ankle. We just put him on ice, but I think he'll be right for next week.
And moving on to this week, the reserves, they've got a first semi-final elimination, I guess, in regard to the losers out for the year, but they play Sturt at Elizabeth Oval at 11 o'clock. Hopefully the boys can continue their good form there. Yeah,
that's right. They've shown that they're probably the form team of the reserves competition at the moment. I think they got Sturt done a couple of weeks ago as well. And if we can get a few guys back into the league team, they'll probably have some inclusions as well. So it's do or die for them, so hopefully they can just keep tracking as they have been.
And then on to the seniors, we head back to Adelaide Oval, which has been a happy hunting ground for us in recent years. Play the minor Premier Eagles, who have been fantastic themselves all year, at 3:15 in the second game of the doubleheader after the South play Glenelg. So your thoughts on the Eagles and how you think we can get them done this weekend?
Clearly they've been the best team all year, there's no doubt about that. I think Jade Chetty's done a really good job with them, and the young guys that they've had come into their club as well have been fantastic. So they've got some real key players in probably Tumpus and Jack Hayes, Goldsworthy, a few others as well. So I thought last time we played them they were really clean around the ball. That sticks out from memory, so we're just going to have to match them on the inside, and hopefully we can get the game on our terms.
And just your thoughts on heading back to Adelaide Oval, mate. As I said, you've got a lot of good memories there from a couple of years ago, and I think we're probably on a 7 or 8 game winning streak there when you factor in the couple of games this year, and then the 2014 game, I believe it was, the grand final rematch down there. So a lot of confidence going back to Adelaide Oval.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about Adelaide Oval. I think as soon as we suit up there, we just kind of feel at home. So hopefully we can continue that trend where we have won our last few there, but we know obviously we're in for a big one against probably the best team, as I said, this year. So hopefully we can get a couple guys back and play some of that consistent footy that we know we can play, and it'll go a long way to hopefully getting us straight through to the grand final.
Let's hope so, mate, and it'd be great to see you back out there leading from the front as you do. So massive weekend for the football club. As mentioned, the reserves are out at Elizabeth Oval to take on Sturt at 11 o'clock, and then the big game on Sunday, Arvo 3:15 against Woodville West Torrens, and we hope to see as many red and white people there as possible in their colours, cheering the boys on, hopefully to a big win to head through to a grand final. Thanks, Alex, and all the best.
Thanks, mate.